This is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 10 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of FTB Skies, where today I'm setting up a fan-based smelting system, and I think I've got this kind of working the way I wanted. I did a little bit of off-camera plan and design type work, where I basically just kind of, tried to make it look good and functional. And this is roughly what I came up with. I decided we're going to have 3 belts here that do smelting. And here's how it's going to work. I'm going to have 7 encased fans, all of which are going to be set up like this. And then you're going to have a gearbox here. And then let's see if this is correct. You know what? I think I needed 2 gearboxes for this. I kind of did this off camera, and then I forgot what I did. Is that correct? Yes, that's blowing in the correct direction. And then you all the way across. Cool. So now we should be good with this. Remember, it'll blow, the hot air like that. And I think what I'd like to do is encase it in glass, if I can. I think that would be cool, because every time I get anywhere near this hot air, it's bad news. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bunch of sand. And let's get a functional storage drawer, the normal kind. Put you away for a sec. Yeah, like a normal functional storage drawer for glass. Does that sound cool? So you and you. You're going to get staged with not clear glass, but glass. Perfect. Cool. All right, so let's test this out, and then once we have enough glass going, we should be cool. Now, I forget if we can do an entire stack at a time, but we'll find out. So if we do that, that should suffice. Now, can you do an entire stack at a time? I guess we'll see. I feel like it could do 16, but not 64. Yeah, I didn't think so. I think what it can do, though, is 16. Am I remembering that correctly? Smelted. Nice. Notice we did need the 7th there. It gets past the 6th block, and then right at the beginning of the 7th block, it smelts. Now, obviously, we could slow these belts down if we needed to, or we could put brass tunnels in front of this line to make sure what makes it through is, in fact, the right item. But I'm not going to sweat that too hard. Now, in theory, we should also be able to do this. And I think what we can do is get these guys on here for now. And if we, let's see, when multiple outputs available, round robin, should be all of them. So you ready for this? So if I were to put 16 here, and we went 1, 2, 3, 4, it should be round robining them. That's what I wanted to see. Cool, right? That's my goal. Now, what happens if I tell you to split? What's split do? Would that... If I did this... Splits it into... Yeah, I see. So 4 belts would be pretty cool to have, because then we could split a full stack into 4 sets of 16. We would need to rotate the fans faster so they could hit a 4th belt, or we'd have to put a 4th belt here and find some way like to see if I do that, it's only going to smelt what's on the first belt, right? But having them down looks pretty stupid. So what I'm thinking is we just round robin it and we make sure that the stacks that land on here are, you know, 16 at a time at most. And that should be fine. Cool. I like that. That should be neat. All right, we'll stick with that, and then we'll, you know, play it by ear. So in theory, we should have a couple stacks of glass going on over here, which we can turn into connecting glass, which we can then turn into clear glass, and that should be cool. And then what I'd like to have is... not you. Okay, and then building gadget my way. Let's make it like a range of 3. Does that sound cool? 4 maybe? And then how about a build to me? Would that be good? So that it's kind of a protected little dude. I like that. That looks pretty cool. Yeah. Is that cool? And then I won't get hurt at all, which is, you know, awesome. Yeah, I like that. What do you guys think? Neat-ish? We'll see. All right, so now what we want to do... So you're what? Round robin, right? Yes. If I make a brass funnel, I'm wondering if I can specify... and then some chutes. Now, we probably want a brass chute is what we want, right? A smart chute? I think this will let me specify how many items can extract at a time. Yeah. That's what we want. I would like one of those. A smart chute needs another one of these guys, so some more polished rose quartz. You always need more of that than, you know. And yeah, I see the loopy. I wonder if the loopy is going to be a problem for me. He might be. He might be a problem. And I'll tell you why. First off, we're getting low on redstone, so I should deal with that. But I wonder if he's going to drop items on my belts and, like, you know, mess stuff up for me. But I don't need a mystical cyan flower right now, friend. A diamond I might take. A diamond I might take. See, look, he dropped something on my belt. That's what I was worried about. That's what I was worried about. Let's put away whatever I can real quick. And along with that, I'm going to put you away. And you. Should be a good start. Well, that's a cool little item there. Okay. Trying to stay organized with my inventory, but it ain't that easy. Now, what I'd like to do is make the smart chute. Which we'll need that. Okay, quest complete, smart chute. And then what we should be able to do is get this thing all ready to go. So you will then be just regular chutes. Right up to the smart chute. I had to turn that thing off because it was getting annoying. It was dropping items all over the place because I wasn't emptying them. All right, so then what we want to do is but we want you to do 16 at a time. And what we should get is... wood goes this way, and then it splits, and then it round robins itself. He should be doing 16 at a time. How big are those stacks? The first couple might have been 64, which is fine. Because I hadn't, you know, changed it to 16 yet. But if I'm right, these should be 16 charcoals at a time, which is cool. Now, I'm not sure how backstuffing will work here, but I suspect what'll happen is it'll just gum up the whole system. But as you can see, we're getting about a 50-50 split, right, for wood to charcoal. That's cool. That's cool. And then if we come over here, you're emptying, which is perfect. And then once you're done, all your other items should route along this belt and make their way over to there. Now, what's your problem? Are you just too slow? You might be a little bit slow. Now, here's my question. I kind of want to see what happens when this thing backstuffs entirely. I might forced round robin him. So that way, it'll stop going here when this one's gummed up. And then I want to see what happens. See, you're gummed up. Does that stop the whole extract? That's kind of what I want to see happen. And I'm hoping it will. And I'm assuming it will. Like, you're not extracting anymore, right? That's good. That's what I wanted to see. It is pretty smart about its extracting. Nice. Okay. That's cool. So the only thing we need to do is speed this thing up, right? So the upward momentum is a little bit slow on you. And I'm assuming what I want to do then is make this faster. So underground, we're going to want to do some kind of dire gearing up. So let's get ready to mess with that a little bit. So if I take you guys, and do I have any more small gears, or am I out of them? I think I can make them by hand. Okay. So you're important, but you... be like that. And then how about a vertical gearbox and a regular gearbox to see if this is going the right direction? Oh, opposite direction. Not ideal. We want to reverse that. Oh, that's the wrong thing to break. Where's that fan? How much junk he drained out. There we go, all fixed. Yes, so don't break the fan. That's not a smart move. What I'll probably want then, at least for now, is a second vertical gearbox. Is that moving fast enough now? It is taking its sweet time to move its way up there, isn't it? And we're going to run out of storage pretty darn quick, aren't we? I don't know how much you hold, but I feel like you should be full by now, right? Are you going to gum up and back stuff? You are gummed up and back stuffing. Cool. Alright, that's fine. For that, we need the obsidian void upgrade. So you, and you definitely need void upgrades. And what should be happening now is that you should be much happier. Cool. You feel a little bit slow to me still. And I'm wondering if it's the storage controller being confused with the chutes. Because storage controllers are a little bit weird about how they tell other mods, hey, I've got room for stuff. I ran into this with Laser IO. It looks like there's less room than there really is. So the chute might be having trouble inserting into there. I'd like him to go a little bit faster, but this might be sufficient. And it might actually be alright. Look, it's moving pretty good. It's moving at a good pace here. And once we clear out the backlog, don't forget, it's going to be a lot less painful. Speaking of charcoal, give me a stack of that. Because I need to fuel my jetpack. I've been watching my jetpack level and constantly worrying about how much fuel is left. There we go. Much better. So that should work. I think we let the tree farm clear itself out and then start working on the gravel and dust farm. Deal? And then I'm going to sleep through this night because I want to get the rain to go away. No more rain, please. Yeah, see, we've burned out all our wood now, and now we're just doing saplings. So that's cool. And now we're going to start working on sticks. Sweet. Now, if I wanted to, I could speed the whole thing up and make the belts a little bit faster. My concern is if I make these belts any faster, I'm going to have to stick filters on the front of these to make sure that it finishes smelting. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Because I've got room here. I can literally just plop 3 brass funnels down, right? And that should be fine. And we can set up a filter on them. Yeah, that should be doable. We can easily do that. Alright, I think we've pretty much emptied out this chest now, which is cool. So I'm wondering where the last couple... Oh, because... Oh, hello. Come at me, bro. Running shoes. Increases movement speed and step height while sprinting. Give that a shot. Do I get 1 or 2 sets of boots? I do like the kitty slippers, though. I can put that in there. Oh, it's an FOV thing. Never mind. Sorry, running shoes. I do like the idea of you, but if you mess with my FOV, I'm not gonna be a big old fan of it. One note is when it's set to 16, it will only extract 16 items at a time. So keep that in mind. So now I should be able to reconnect this dude, which will get back to chopping. In theory. There he goes. Yep, he's moving. Yay! And then he's extracting, right? And then the, anything that's it'll extract 16 of any item at a time, right? So now we're doing that all thing. And that looks good. And then once you're done extracting up there, because that chest is probably pretty heavily backstuffed, we just have to clear out this whole backlog. So let me just wait a few minutes for this whole backlog to clear itself, and then we'll be good. All right, so now as you can see, we've cleared out the entire backlog of stuff here. Beautiful. So that's fully automated, just all around perfect, I would say. Yeah? I like it. I think it looks really good, actually. This is great. I'm very pleased with this. And we should have a ton of charcoal and wood now, which is cool. Did I get any free... I did. I might use a gold storage for you. Where do I want copper? Gold is what, 8x? 16x. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. I don't know if we need that just yet. What I'll do is I'll just start with copper for now. And then once we get more resources, it'll be less of a concern. So now you'll be able to do... that is 8x. So now we'll hold 8,000 wood and charcoal. Sweet. All right, now let's get started on... so what we want to do then is a similar process here, right? But when we split this, we're going to want to filter out things like iron and gold and all that stuff off in this direction. And then it will be smelted, right? So what we'll get is something like, you know, basically all of these items, if we're being honest, right? So let's get a little bit more wool. Two more iron nuggets, and you. Right? Now, can you guys stack? That's right, you have the charcoal on you. Yeah, if I did that, would you stack now? You do. Awesome. Can I open you both at the same time? It does appear I can. Nice. All right. So what we want to do is basically just get all the raw ores. Do it. I guess what I'll do is clean up my inventory real quick. Put all this junk away. All right, much cleaner inventory. So now we take one of each raw metal. Right? And then we just add it to the filter. That looks good. Then we, don't forget copper, and then we split the filter, and one becomes a deny list, right? So anything that's not that ore goes this way, and anything that is goes this way to get smelted. Now, as a reminder, if we want to process this, this will just smelt it into one ingot. If we really wanted to be crazy, we could, like, grind it into crushed, and then crushed smelts 1-to-1, right? Or we could wash it, and we might, 50% chance, get some clay. But we'll only get 9 copper nuggets. We're not getting any extra by processing with bulk washing and crushing. So I vote, and you guys can feel free to override me, but I feel like we just smelt it and call it a day, right? If I want clay, I'll come up with a way to get clay, okay? But now to test this, if we drop some of these things on here, right, what we should wind up with is everything should go to the right. Cool. And then what'll happen is everything that goes to the right will wind up getting smelted. Cool? I like that. That looks pretty good. Now, if any of those things need new drawers, I'll be sure to add them. But that's a good start, right? And that's the gist. So now what we want to do is... basically get this kind of setup far less derpy. And boy, do I get a lot of pigs. Also, glowy pig. Hello. Give me one of those. Yeah. Ability token. Fire resistance 1. One of these days I'll play with that ability mod. Once we get more ability tokens that we can have fun with. But yeah, the gist here is we should have... Wow, we have a lot of pigs just spawning like crazy. We should have... a pretty straightforward way now to fully automate all the resource production. That's the plan, at least for today. All right, adding a few more metals here because we didn't have them in the drawer system yet. They had gummed up this, but the good news is that this thing back stuff's here. So we'll have to see if there's any way to kind of catch things that can't fit in here and then route them elsewhere. But overall, things are going pretty good here. Let's get ready to move all this stuff. And boy, is there a lot of it. But what we want to do is basically, let's review if there's anything in sand that we're going to want in bulk, right? That's kind of the first thing I need to know here. So even with amethyst mesh, of which, you know, is the best, right? Waterlogged, I don't see anything that I need a ton of. Clay would kind of be nice, but meh. And this one, no, I really don't see anything here that we super do. Like, all this stuff we can just grow, right? This we get from soul sand. And cocoa beans I don't need a ton of, right? Again, it might be nice to have the clay and maybe the prismarine stuff, but I don't know that I need that, like, constantly running. So what I'm going to do is just gravel and dust. Is that fair? I think so. So what we'll do is, let's see, we've got drawers with gravel and dust here. What I'll probably do is just have dedicated ones. Yeah, that seems fair. I'm just going to clean all this nonsense up, because I don't really need all that much of this. And what I'm going to do is put this sand and dust in here, if I can, if any of it will fit. Cool. And then the excess dust, I'll just void for now. Dust, 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 dust. Why did you take away my trash can, FTB? I want to know. I want to know what's up with that. What was this, flint? Oh, right, yeah, we're going to probably need to handle flint. And that's going to need to be a void, right? And that should be fine. Yeah. You filled up? Good job, you. Perfect. Okay. So void upgrade for the flint. Drawer. We're probably going to want a couple more material generators. So we need one for gravel and one for dust over there. That's it? Maybe we don't need any more. One for gravel and one for dust. And then we'll do something separate for cobble. Now, in fairness, I would like to automate glass, but we'll do that as a separate setup, right? We'll do that as a separate setup. Yeah, we could just do, like, sand and then split it 50-50 to be smelted or not. And that would be cool. Yeah? Okay. Now, we did find some budding amethyst, right? That's cool. And I'll get a budding shrine, but it consumes earth. So that would be neat, but we're not quite there. The purple people eater. Unbreaking 8. That's kind of cool. Beheading 3. Scavenger 2. Sharpness 6. Not a bad weapon at all. Interesting. So let's place this budding amethyst somewhere where we'll be able to... Now, can I pick up budding amethyst? Did it say something about that in the pack, about picking up budding amethyst? If you're lucky, a fairy might spawn and convert a nearby diamond block into budding amethyst. Given time or just a amethyst cluster will grow. Once fully grown, they can be harvested. Amethyst can also be looted or traded from piglins. Amethyst golems are useful for farming in Ars Nouveau. Normally, budding amethyst cannot be broken. In this pack, you can. Sweet. Part of me is a little bit nervous about breaking it without Silk Touch. Do you think we can break it without Silk Touch? At the top it says yes. And I got my budding amethyst back. Well, that makes life very easy. Yes, it does. Sweet. So I should be able to then... Little tick accelerating... You don't need anything, right? Like, it just literally will eventually sprout amethyst, right? Look at, like, the hilarious number of pigs that keep spawning on my island. It is just pure comedy to me. So if I put one here, they'd be sharing that block space. So really what I want to do is put it here. Something is wriggling out of the amethyst. Ah, processed endermite. Okay, that's cool. I got endstone. I was not prepared for that. Not even a little bit. And I should really go through my quests real quick and review what I got quest hand-in-wise, because I should have a good amount of stuff. Actually, no, I want that drawer. That's my flint drawer, I forgot. Let's put away just a few things for a minute so that I can hand in all these quests. Perfect. All right, let's see what I got quest-wise. So, Ex Nihilo, I got this thing. That's pretty cool, actually. Did I get... Oh, I got a Tablet of Awakening. A tablet user consider. This will let me make budding amethyst into amethyst golems. Wheeled walkers. Yeah, that's cool. I should absolutely get into Ars Nouveau. And elemental craft, because this thing will make the amethyst things grow like crazy. So that'll be neat. And I'm not sure I want to use this sword just yet. It looks like a very nice sword, but I want to save it for beheading when I want beheading. So that's what I'll do there. I got a bunch of sweetness right here. Oh, that's right. I never made a... Sweet. You can go in here. If I do that, that would be nice. Excellent. And then I'm going to remember you. Cool. You guys can all get smelted up. And I don't generally use the tag or mod filters, but I probably will at some point. But at least there we've got some good stuff. Did I get an extra card holder? Is that what happened? Yes. All right, let's just void him then. I don't need that. Cool. And then you go away. There you go. Whatever they gave me had some kind of MBT on it. I don't think I need that stone shovel. What other quests did I get? Anything cool? The time in the bottle gives me these things, which I've been holding off on collecting. Elemental craft, the occult stuff, create. I got more create gear. That's cool. Some filters and whatnot. Nice. Monster Hunter. This is me killing those Endermen, remember? A while ago. Oh, cool. Nice. I got a data model for an Enderman. Sweet. Bunch of experience. Alright, let me put away all this stuff, which is... Ooh, brass casings. And I got an Endermite statue. Hey, good, it's starting to form. Medium amethyst bud. How about over here is where we'll stick our statues. Cool. So we're not doing too bad here, I think. What I will probably do, though, is get ready to wrap up the episode. So you're a mob drop, and your items, and that's all cool. All right, good deal. Yeah, let's wrap up here. I guess I'll take these two things. I don't know what they are. And I know what that is. I just don't know what this is. It's an apotheosis thingy. So let's come back next time for the gravel and dust processing line. So what we're going to set up, just as a recap, is I'd like to have probably like cobble, gravel, maybe sand and dust, but they might be like gravels that get hammered, right? So that they all have their own separate things. And then what we'll do is feed them somewhere. I haven't quite figured out what it's going to look like, because I don't want to just have the pedestals up here. That feels dumb. We should have a few things up here, but we'll figure it out. But for now, it's wrapping up point. So, Darwin, sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let's come back next time to play more with this stuff. For now, take it easy.